Yeah, this is Kal Kat, the Kal Katster, and this is a review of Mathematically Perfect Redemption. Star Trek Lower Decks, Episode 7, Season 3. They go to the Aurialan planet from Silly Trek and visit it. Somebody named Kim wrote the script. No relation to MC Kim. Maybe. It sounds like something you've read. But yeah, that's a made-up character, of course, but somebody named Kim actually wrote it. But yes, there's, just to clarify that, there's no MC Kim, that's a stage name. Anyway, so it's interesting that the, Star Trek record. So here we have an episode about the exocomp from previous episode. Last season, she's been adrift in space and ends up building a ship out of the debris field from the other ship. The ship from the other California class ship that was destroyed. That one had some Cillians on board. Anyway, so she goes to the Auriala planet with the warp capable ship and ends up on an Auriala colony, Auriala and Score colony, because I did some research on who they were. I remember them from the animated series. So they were in the animated series before they were Cillians, but they were also pterodactyl ones. They were in yesteryear as well. They've been in some of the books. I thought maybe it seems like something Mercedes Lackey would have written. Yeah, about bird people. So they would have been griffins, though. So, anyway, yeah. So it was fun. Twisted. The exocomp, of course, is psychotic and insane, and she allegedly is learning how to hang out with the bird people and whatever. But there's always ulterior motives. Apparently, the bird people are a colony. They were descended from previous groups. She thinks that at first that they're breaking the Prime Directive by being there, but apparently they were spacefaring. They arrived there like a colony, probably of the Aurelian Score from the animated series. And so they would remember it would only been 100 years ago. So yeah, so a little over 100 years. You think they would remember that? Yeah, the ships of course work and they have fuel in them for 100 years. There's pirates. They're chasing them, the scavenger pirates, and they show up to get the ship. Like they're also in the series, and the Cerritos shows up to fight the scavengers, and then the scavengers are beating up on the Cerritos down the planet. And then we have when they beam down to the planet, and there's Peanut Hamper helped these people and chose a mate. All of the joke. There was a couple of Star Trek episodes where that happened. There was a Pocahontas type of Star Trek episode with Kirk and a Native American lady on the planet, or natives transplanted to the planet by the preservers. It was an episode, the Mirami planet, not the Miri planet, but the Marami planet. She wasn't a bird. See, in the Cillian Kal Kat version, or Mark's Cards version, it's actually Mark's Cards version. Kirk falls in love with the pterodactyl woman, and it gives him chirpies, and he's got to go get to the doctor. She's like, "Oh my God, Jim, it's gonna fall off. Gotta get you right away before it falls off." But anyway, this story does go there. There's an exocomp that tries to befriend this muscular bird dude, and it's really bizarre. And then, but slashy story, and then she kisses him, blah, 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 which is right out of a Kal Kat Mark's Cards story. So yeah, it's very silly. The birds are clearly Cillians. But yes, just like the cat doctor is silly. She's the unsolved from Destinies, basically. But yes, or Canary Space. So, yeah, basically. Well, she's Dr. McCoy, but as a cat, basically. But yeah, you have and then the exocomp has apparently lured the pirates there because she was secretly crazy, tired of them, even though she married the warrior guy. And the father guy's killed. The queen bird takes over. This is a father bird, and he gets rescued at one point, flying the Quetzalcoatl flying bird dragons. Awesome. They were the bad guys, but they were unsentient, I guess. Bird dragons. So yeah, dragon bird eel thing. From also from the animated series. I guess they put them both on the same planet. Anyway, so yeah, yeah, it's kind of a silly thing. But yeah, that's yeah, a mathematically perfect redemption review thing. Fun. It was silly. Had some gross moments, and they get to drop the F-bomb 4 times, but then bleep it out. You can tell what they're saying because they're all beep. Would affect their culture though as avian bird creatures. I wonder if they're also related to the avians from Enterprise, the avians of the other Expanse group of that Expanse. Before the Expanse, there was that Expanse. These other guys. Yeah, so the Expanse books. The title is not original. The title is taken from Enterprise, the 2000s. Yeah. Anyway, they might be the same avians. Who knows? So yeah. So they are part of the original thing, and that also makes them part of Starcrackers. Yeah. In that they are. Yeah. Because the bird skull is discovered on the planet Azeroth. People worship it in Starcracker. It's a bird skull, a bird alien skull. That's the same gag. And they put that in Enterprise as well. Of course they did, because they knew about us. And they had to put a bird skull reference in there. Bird skull. But yes, but normally we're cats, not birds. Or foxes or something. But if in this case, are birds. You know. And a little bit of McCraffy in there too, and McCaffey. But I think mostly Mercedes Lackey was inspired. Yeah, definitely. The lackeys. They're called that, but they're not lackeys. Yeah, they wrote about lots of birds. Mainly griffins, though. The bird symbol of the brown crest is a griffin. Two-headed griffin. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, this is the mathematical perfect redemption. She doesn't redeem herself, really. She ends up in the Daystrom Institute at the end as an evil computer trying to take over the world. Thanks to the other computer from the previous episode, it's not like, yes, we shall plan to destroy the world. And it's Jeffrey Combs. He's all like, and then she's all, and then she says, She doesn't want to take over. And what's funny is Peanut Hamper is in Strange Worlds, Silly Trek Strange Worlds as well. And she's in that one. So go watch her fan film. She's in that. But we made her into a robot, like a full-on robot. She shows up as a robot. Like a humanoid robot. She's in that too. And yes, she's still annoying after 20 years in the future. She's still annoying, so. Peanut Hamper, turn it off. Yeah, she hasn't learned much in 20 years. She's been in space prison. So you don't know how she got out either. I guess we'll find out in future episodes of Lord X. Maybe not.